folks. Welcome to Calvin's Got Game. I'm Calvin.
I'm Lewis.
And today we are going to do kind of a scenario of such. Since Christmas season is coming.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about somebody, could be me, could be Lewis, could be somebody we don't know out there, that you have played Clue, Life, Risk, Monopoly, right? And Monopoly, I get it. And you discovered new board gaming, right? Mm-hmm. The new stuff in board gaming. So, this is going to be a scenario of you, for the holidays, somebody gave you a $100 gift card to start your collection in board gaming, right? So, what would you get? And you have to spend up to $100, not going over. So, now, preface this. We took the price of the game as it was. We didn't add shipping. We didn't add tax. We took the game as the price it was where we looked at it.
Right.
And so we are going to give you the games that we think, right, would make a good start to a board game collection. Some of mine may be a little older. Some of mine may be really new. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really going to explain how to play the games. I'm just going to tell you what they are.
Yes.
Okay? So we're going to do that. We're going to make a quick video here so that when you do get that $100, you can jump out there and go get those games, right? So, Lewis, how did you do your research of finding some games? Now, you can just say you went to certain places. Don't say which ones.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say where I went. But I took in the point that since I got back into board gaming, and I really looked at it going, okay, if somebody wants to get started, I'm going to give them suggestions of our weighted games. I took that mindset, weighted games. So I went with the light weighted games, but variety of light weighted games, from family for the whole family to play, or even couples to play. But I went that route from take that to little bit thinking. But I stayed in light weighted game because I think somebody getting into the board gaming, they might want to start in the light area.
Sure,
first.
I get that. Or and even maybe cooperative games.
Yes.
Now, I didn't do that. I jumped in there and said, hey, they're going to need this kind of game, this kind of game, this kind of game, and maybe a more meatier game. When they get through, they're going through, right? So I kind of gave a little bit of, some certain games in there, and I'll talk about them as we go. Now, I do want to preface this before we make this video. If you have a brick and mortar game store in your town, support them.
Yes.
They need you. Buy your games there locally. First of all, you don't have to pay shipping. Mm-mm. Second of all, you get it in your little grubby hands right then.
Yep. And
you go home and tear that shrink wrap off as fast as you can, open it up, and get to playing it, right? So support your local game stores as much as you can, if possible. Now, when we tell you the price of these games and what game it is, the price and all that, if you would like to know where we found those, at the time of making this video, I'll be glad to send you that. Just put it in the comment. We'll tell you where we found it. Okay? So that's my only caveat. So, with all that blustering being said, let's get started with the games we think would make a great start to a board game collection if you only had $100.
Yes.
And at the end, we're going to tell you the totals that we spent.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Lewis.
Well, I guess I have to minus 17 cents.
Me and Lewis. All right, here we go. All right, my first game is called Cockroach Poker. This is a party game. It's by Rebel Games. It's a 2004 game, and it's $9.99. So, Cockroach Poker, it's not necessarily poker as in you think. You're just sliding bugs around the table, asking people or telling people this is a fly, this is a cockroach. And they can either believe you or not, or they can pick it up, look at it, and pass it to someone else. That is Cockroach Poker. It's fast and sweet.
My first one is actually, I'm going to give the weight here. My first one is $16.99.
$16.99.
It's weighted 1.20.
Okay.
It's called Shifting Stones.
Okay.
Basically, you have sets of cards. There are 3x3 grid stones. You shift them around to match what you have in the card. As soon as you do, you put the card down, earn those points right away.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. There's a little bit more to it, but that one is straight to the point.
Gonna give you little basics.
Yes.
In what year is that game?
Oh, that year is 2020.
Okay. All right. My next game is a tried and true. It's a trick-taking game that can be played with 4 to 6 people. It's called Rook by Parker Brothers. It's 1906 was when it was actually made, but they've had other versions out since then, you know. So, and I found it for $4.97. $4. Now it's brand spanking new. Now, all these games are brand new. They're not used. They're not at a thrift store. These are brand new games. $4.97. And Rook, it's a trick-taking game. You're gonna have certain colors. You're gonna try to catch as much points as you can in a team, and you can play teams. Team that has the highest score is the winner.
Real quick, my Shifting Stones game is 1 to 5 players on there.
Okay.
Forgot to mention that. My second game is a 2023 game.
Okay.
It was for, this one is a little bit higher, for $19.95. It is weighted at 1.25. It is 2 to 6 players, and it's Guns or Treasure. A little small card game. You basically are pirates. You play 4 rounds collecting cards, building your ships. Then after 4 rounds of that, you do a round of fighting, and whoever has the most treasure wins.
Awesome sauce. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Guns or treasure. I'm going to shoot you. You're going to give me some treasure.
Yep.
So, sounds like a good game. All right, my next game is Love Letter. You guys know about this game. It's been around a long time. It's by AEG. I put AG on here like AGE, like age. It's by AEG, All Direct Entertainment Group. It's a 2012 game. Costs $11.99. Now, in Love Letter, it's a deduction game, so I figured I'd put a party game, a trick-taking game, and now we have a deduction game. You're just going to try. It's really simple. There's 16 cards. You take everybody gets a card. You draw a card. Do what it says on the card, and be the last one standing, or have the princess at the highest card at the end. Done.
Yep. My third one is 2018 game. 2 to 5 players. Weighted 1.31. It's cost $19.95. It is Q Birds. CU Birds.
See you, birds.
Yeah, basically, see you. Basically, you have cards in your hands of different kind of birds. There's a community area. You put a bird, you take a bird. As soon as you make a set, you... I know, that came out incorrect.
Yep.
Gosh. As soon as you make a set, you put it down, but depending on how many birds you put down in that set, depending on the points. Very easy game, very colorful game. Kids will enjoy on this one, I believe.
Kids will love it. All right, my next game is The Gang by Cosmos. It's a 2024 game, costs $10.97. If you like Texas Hold'em and you like to have the game being cooperative, I know what you're saying. Poker shouldn't be cooperative, but this one works. If you haven't played it, you might want to check it out if you like Texas Hold'em. It is fantastic. The theme's a little pasted on, but the game is excellent.
My fourth one, 2018 game, 1 to 4 players. It is weighted at 1.65, $27.95. There'll be more higher on here, but way higher than the other ones. But it's called Sunset Over Water. Very small box game. Basically, you're an artist. There are little grid, depending how many players, depending how big the grid is to pick cards from. You move your little token around, collect the cards, finish the. I went blank.
You're trying to collect cards to finish the artwork.
Yeah, finish the artwork. And as you finish it, you collect the points. at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins.
Yep.
Not a beautiful card game. I will say it's better for 2 players on this one.
Probably. My next game is, Lewis, you can't guess this one. It's River Valley Glassworks. This is my family weight game. This game is absolutely fantastic. It's by All Play. It's a 2024 game, and this one sets you back a little bit, $32. So, River Valley Glassworks, you're just these little critters in running glass shops, and you're going into the river collecting glass. Whoever has the most points in the game wins. It's beautiful.
My last one, which...
You only got 5, Louis?
Yes, I only got 5. I didn't go as low as you. This one is a 2021 game. 2 to 4 players, weighted at 1.67, $14.99 on this one. This one is for the folks that grew up loving this game or hating this game. It is Tetris.
I'm in the category of both.
This one brings Tetris to life. You get a little board, not board, but a little holder. Set of cards. You flip over the card. It tells you which piece to pick. You put in your little holder, and you keep going. Depending what the goals are, there are goals here that have made. Depending how much points you will get at the game. I've seen other versions of Tetris brought to life. Mm-hmm. This one, I believe, if you are nostalgic and like those older games, Tetris, they did a good job on this one, bringing it to life how it should have been done before. They have done other ones. Other companies done other ways, but Tetris was kind of hit and miss, I believe. But when the 2021 game of Tetris is one that I think they nailed it on this one.
All right, guys. I got a little more out of my money than Lewis did.
Of course.
I'm more frugal. What can I say? I like more games for my buck, right? But I do like fun games. So I'm not saying Lewis List is bad. You can be the judge of that. Or you could say mine's bad. I don't care. My last game, I got 6 games out of my $100, is Betrayal and House on the Hill, 3rd edition. And this is Avalon Hill Publisher, 2022 game. It's $29.99. And I think you can even find it a little cheaper because I think I saw it yesterday while I was out running around. A little bit cheaper, a couple bucks cheaper. But for $29.99, you can get the classic Betrayal at House on the Hill. It's a little bit different than the 2nd edition, but I still think you'll enjoy the whole thing of experiencing Betrayal at House on the Hill. That's my little bit of heavier game for those folks getting into gaming. Once they play these other ones, I think that they'll be ready for something like that. I think it's a fabulous game. Hopefully everybody else would think so too. But anyway, that's our game. I spent a total of $99.91.
And I spent $99.83.
So you could have got maybe a piece of gum in a gumball machine.
Yes.
I couldn't have got crap with my little change. But just to say that we did omit shipping, we did omit tax.
Yes.
So we just went off what the game was going for, where we were looking at them at. But if you'd like to know where they're at for that price, let us know. We'll be glad to tell you. Put in the comments. We'll be glad to share with you where they're at. And also, what games would you start your collection with?
Yeah.
I'd love to know what you guys would start your collection with if you only had $100. Now remember, you can't go over that $100. So, what would be one of the games you would buy? Would you blow all your money on a big game?
Yeah.
Would you buy a couple of larger games, so $50 a piece? How would you do that? I tried to find games that would satisfy a large group of things. So, I had party games, trick-taking games. I had deduction game. I had a family game. I had somebody that enjoys poker in your family. You're going to love the game. And then I did Betrayal at House on the Hill because you just can't go wrong with Betrayal at House on the Hill.
No, you can't.
Everybody will have a lot of fun playing that, even though sometimes it can be very aggravating.
Yeah. But you like version edition 2.
I do like Edition 2, but I'm thinking about buying number 3 because it's supposed to be a little bit faster.
Yes.
Just a little bit better. Not better, but a little different. So, and maybe they fix some of the problems in the scenarios.
And I think they changed the player count on number 3, I believe.
No, I don't know. I didn't get the player counts on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Louis, you got anything to add?
No, yes. Like you said earlier, support your local game store.
Absolutely.
I actually did a little more driving. I was out there, had to go to Tyler, had to go to Marshall. So I went to a few
some
other
towns around us, which are about anywhere from 45 to 30-something miles away.
Yeah. So within our 50-mile range, we had a good number of games to pick from. And it's just, I had my requirements. You had yours.
I did.
So it's different requirements.
My
different
only
outcome.
requirement was to have more games listed on his list.
Actually, I'll try. I'll try.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, hey guys, if you enjoy these videos, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button, which helps us in that algorithm. Like I said, if you like any of these games on this list that you think would make great Christmas gifts, let us know. And if you think there's something that we missed out on, hey, let us know.
Yeah.
And like I always say, get a board game to the table, spend time with your friends and your family, and we do thank you for watching Calvin's Guide Game.